The top 5 metal bands are Megan Thee Stallion, Ice Spice, DJ Khaled, Lil Wayne. Stop! Now let's get serious. In this video, I'm going to reveal the top 5 metal bands. Using my own personal opinion with trumps all, I'm going to spew random nonsense about my favorite bands and how they should be your favorite bands too. Just kidding. I'll be using the S word, science, to measure CD sales, Spotify monthly listeners, YouTube channel subscribers, and Instagram followers. These are the metal metrics of the modern day. Gone are the days of this meme, back in the Walkman days, basically. Me on my way to tell someone their taste in music sucks just because I don't like it. We're gonna go deeper in this video and see what the general collective, the population of the world has to say. We're gonna take a bunch of individual opinions and compile them all together. This is music. Now let's get real for a minute. Are you trying to crank out heavy riffs, but it just ends up sounding like Lil Wayne? Oh man, what an embarrassment, bro. It sucks. Technique, knowledge, and experience is needed to slay acts like Randy Rhoads or Dimebag Darrell. Check out my guitar newsletter below for that. For bonus chops and musical understanding on the next level, grab my full music theory course. That's really gonna put you inside the mind of a composer, help you get those ideas that are trapped inside your mind out to the world. I just want to say, I find conversations about who the greatest bands are obscenely hilarious. It all comes down to just my personal opinion. No one seems to give anything beyond that. But we're going to change that up in this video, and down in the comments section below, can you present your case for who the best metal band is, or your top 5 list with some sort of scientific backing, or at least some well thought out points. Coming in at the number 5 spot is Megadeth. Now let's see what ChatGPT has to say about Megadeth. An American thrash metal band formed in Los Angeles, California in 1983. Of course, Dave Mustaine, vocals, guitar, he is Megadeth. The band has gone through numerous lineup changes over the years. That's true, and that hurts bands in my opinion. It's better if you can stay with the original lineup. Throughout their career, Megadeth has released 15 studio albums and sold over 38 million records worldwide. That's a lot. Including a 2017 Grammy for Best Metal Performance for their song Dystopia. Megadeth's music often explores themes of politics, war, social issues, and personal struggles. Some of their most well-known songs include Symphony of Destruction, Hangar 18, Sweating Bullets, and Peace Sells. But that's not all. Megadeth has racked up 5.3 million monthly listeners on Spotify. His YouTube channel has 1.2 million subscribers, and on Instagram he's even bigger with 2.7 mil. These numbers indicate that a lot of people's personal opinions support the quality of this band. Now let's move on to number 4, Judas Priest. ChatGPT says Judas Priest is a British heavy metal band that was formed in Birmingham, England. The year was 1969. I like that number 69. The band is known for their leather and studs image, powerful vocals, and dual lead guitar sound, which has influenced many heavy metal bands since their inception. Influence is another thing that we should be measuring. They are the pioneers of the new wave of British heavy metal. Throughout their career, Judas Priest has released 18 studio albums and sold over 50 million records worldwide. That's 12 million more than Megadeth. Not good, Dave. Judas Priest music often explores themes of rebellion, power, and the struggle between good and evil. Their most well-known songs include Breaking the Law, Painkiller, Electric Eye, and You've Got Another Thing Coming. I'm going to be honest, Judas Priest doesn't quite feel as big to me as their numbers suggest. Maybe that's just because I live in the US, so I tend to see more merchandise and people aligning themselves with the Megadeth brand than Judas Priest. But again, that might just be because I live in the States. Their Spotify count is 4.9 million monthly listeners. Judas Priest has 932K subscribers on YouTube, and their Instagram following is 970K. So their numbers are actually less in every regard except for total album sales than Megadeth. So Megadeth is bigger on Spotify, YouTube, and Instagram than Judas Priest. However, their record sales are, a big difference, 12 million. I even would kind of call that into question, to be honest, though. So really, the number 5 and 4 slot in slot are open to interpretation here. The third biggest metal band on my list is Black Sabbath. Black Sabbath scores huge on the influence scale. Tony Iommi basically literally invented distortion, or at least he kind of popularized that sound. Tony Iommi also was the first guy to really do downtuning in metal. ChatGPT says Black Sabbath is an English heavy metal band that was formed in Birmingham in 1968, so 1 year earlier than Judas Priest, and in the same town. Birmingham, if I'm not mistaken, was like an industrial town. It was all about, they had steel factories and stuff. So literally metal music comes from, the element, metal. Black Sabbath is widely considered to be one of the pioneers of heavy metal, and they helped define the genre with their dark, heavy, and often ominous sound. Their band's self-titled debut album, released in 1970, is widely regarded as one of the most influential and important albums in the history of metal. Throughout their career, Black Sabbath has released 19 studio albums and sold over 75 million records worldwide. It's insane. They have also won multiple Grammy Awards and been inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Ozzy Osbourne is one of the most incredible frontmans to ever live. He's larger than life. His personality is just incredible. Sabbath has 12.9 million followers on Spotify. On YouTube, they have 1.69 million. Oh, there's that 69 number again. 1.69 million subscribers. And on Instagram, they have 3.8 million followers. So there's no question Black Sabbath smashes both Judas Priest and Megadeth. They have earned a number 3 spot. Number 2 is Iron Maiden. This is the third English metal band on our list. Something going on across the pond over there. It might be in the water. There's a lot of metal. Iron Maiden, according to ChatGPT, is an English heavy metal band that was formed in London, 1975. The band is known for their elaborate and theatrical live shows, as well as their mascot Eddie, who appears on many of their albums and covers and merchandise. Now, Iron Maiden's lyrical themes are different than Black Sabbath and Megadeth. Themes of history, mythology, and science fiction. Throughout their career, Iron Maiden has released 17 studio albums and sold over 100 million records worldwide. There's no question Iron Maiden is a big fucking deal. 100 million records is a lot. On Spotify, they have 8 million monthly listeners. On YouTube, they have 2.5 million subscribers, and on Instagram they have 3.9 million followers. Now we've come to the number 1 slot. Who is the biggest metal band in the world? I think you know who it is. Of course, I'm talking about Metallica. No one even comes close to this band. They are by far and away the most dominant in the genre. They are an American heavy metal band that was formed in Los Angeles, California in 1981. The band is known for their aggressive, fast-paced music, intricate guitar solos, and socially conscious lyrics. I like that. Over the years, Metallica has released 10 studio albums, so that's 7 less than Iron Maiden, including the critically acclaimed Master of Puppets, 1986, the Black Album, 1991, everybody hates that, the traditional old school Metallica fans. They have sold over 125 million records worldwide, making them one of the best-selling bands of all time. Not just the best-selling metal band, but just period, one of the best-selling bands. Now that is extremely hard to do with a genre of music like metal that's very polarizing. Heavy music does not appeal to the masses. So the fact that they've been able to make it so palatable is quite an accomplishment. Metallica has 24.7 million monthly Spotify listeners, just completely smashing everyone else. 9.5 million YouTube subscribers and 9.6 million Instagram followers. One thing is clear. The general consensus of the world population is clearly behind Metallica's music. Do you disagree with this list? If so, I want to hear from you down in the comments, but I don't want to just hear that Slipknot is the best just because you think so. I need more. I mean, this meme says it best. You got Metallica walking by, it's a hot babe. Beginner metalheads are just always going to be checking that out, and every other band is jelly. Join me on Patreon below. You get all my tabs, courses, Discord access. We can talk about the biggest metal bands, what your practice routine is like, and how much WAP juice you should drink per day.